Hi guys, welcome to week 4. I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend or are still enjoying it. In week 4, we're going to be talking about zero-based budgeting, and that's starting from the budget completely zero and building it up from there, which is a great idea if you have a lot of time. It's great in practice, but most of us don't have time for zero-based budgeting because you have to take everything down to the bottom, decide if it's worth doing again, and then adding to it. I think probably a better way to do budgeting is to analyze what you are doing, see if you want to keep doing it, and then add or delete from there. But zero-based budgeting is very popular in theory. I doubt that many school districts do it completely because it does require a lot of work. Also, you're going to be looking at the SACS code. You can find the whole code on Department of Education. It's there. You can download the whole book if you want to. I do not recommend it. There's no reason you're going to need that. The only two codes you really need to be concentrating on as a principal is the resource code. So you know, is it from the general fund? Is it from title? So you know what resource you're pulling it from. And then the other thing that you're going to be worried about is the object code. So what are you paying for? Is it materials and supplies? Is it salary? Is it benefits? What exactly are you paying for? So those are the two ones when you are looking at the SACS code that you really want to be paying attention to and really kind of want to know what it is you're buying. But I don't recommend you memorizing that whole long string because that's a little bit crazy. There is the school accounting manual on the CDE also that you can download. Also, I don't recommend it unless you're going into school business. It's not really something you really need to have as a principal. Good information to know where it is. Kind of to look through real fast, but maybe put it in a PDF and throw it in your files, but it's not something you're going to use on a daily basis. Accounting in school districts is way different than accounting in a business. One of the things they talked about in our CBO program is people would come from the business world and come over to school accounting and they'd be like, are we going to be arrested? What are we doing here? And it's just a completely different way of accounting than a business would do. We had a meeting the other day with our budget, and we have people from outside the community, and one of the things one of the men said was, well, why don't we know how many by day is kids that are buying lunch that are either free and reduced, that are buying lunch that are, you know, Hispanic or African American? How come we don't calculate that by day? I'm like, whoa, you have no idea what you're asking for. We don't do it by day. We do an average of that over the year, but we don't do it by day because that would be a calculating nightmare. It's not something we do. Maybe in a business you would want to know that. In school we know that kids are going to buy lunch and we need to have a percentage of how many are buying it annually, not every day. Okay, you should be working in your group on your project. That is due June 5th. You're going to give me that PDF or that PowerPoint so I can post it and it's ready. I'm taking volunteers to who wants to go on week 5. So if your group is ready to go on week 5, let me know so we can get that up. I also posted for you a budget analysis sample. It's a real brief sample. I think I did title and talked about what we were buying, what we were trying to do, whether it was working or not, and whether I would continue the expense or what I would buy instead. So very, very simple analysis that you can be using for, you know, yours is going to be way more in depth than what I did, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what I'm looking for, okay? All right, have a great week.